Welcome to your Rank 1 Student Management Portal. From here, you can claim your students, fill out forms, manage their profiles, receive messages, and more. Let's go over some of the basics of using your Rank 1 Student Management Portal. When you first log in, you'll be directed to your dashboard, and from here, you'll get a quick view of things such as messages, student profiles that you've claimed, upcoming events, and even district-specific notices about instructions or other important information provided to you by your school. If you're logging in for the first time, you won't have any students on your profile until you claim them. So let's go ahead and claim a student. You can do that by going to Add Profile, by entering their last name and student ID number. Please make sure your student ID number is the same one that you've received from your school, or this won't work properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to claim a student. I'll hit Find Student. And if that student is in the database, you'll see a success message saying that that student has been linked to your parent account. I'm actually going to add one more student. I'll do that right here. And if I make a mistake, you can see here that I am told that the ID number combination doesn't match anyone in our existing database. If that happens to you, just make sure you go back and check your data to make sure that the student ID is correct and the last name is being used properly. Now, success, I've added a second student. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. Now from the dashboard, you'll see my two students are already added to my student profile section. And you'll also see the events related to these students under your upcoming events. Let's go over to our forums page and have a look. So here under the forums page, I can see the forms required for these students. In this case, I've already submitted these forms and they've been approved. But if I hadn't done that, there would be forms here that I could download or fill out electronically, and then I could submit them for eligibility for my student. When submitting a form, it's possible that there will be some pending time before that form is approved by your district. So just keep in mind that the form may show as pending for a time before your district approved it. Back on our dashboard, I can see that I have some messages waiting in my inbox. I'm going to go over here to my messages and see what has come in. Now you'll notice there are multiple tabs in my messenger. The first one is for direct or group messages that are sent to me. These are often messages you could reply to or participate in. However, sometimes you'll get automatically generated announcements, and I can see that that's where these messages are coming. So what has happened here is a game that my student is participating in has been updated, and the update has generated a message to me to tell me what has changed. So I can see here that marked in red, some new information has been added to this event, such as a special note and a bus return time. If I were to click down into the other message, I can see that in this update, the venue and the address were changed. If you have a lot of messages in your inbox, you can use the filters to filter out the date that the message was sent, or whether you want to see only read or unread messages. If I look over in my profile management section, I can see the information related to my student. You may be able to see some information which needs to be updated, and in that case, you'll want to reach out directly to your district and make sure that they update this student record. Apart from simply updating the profile, you can change the color here so that you can tell apart the students that you're seeing in your profile. So let's say that I want to set Jay Evans to being a color blue, and then I want to set Andre to being red. This way I can easily tell them apart. So if I go back to my dashboard now, I can see my student profiles, and the events related to those students are now color-coded so I can easily tell apart which one belongs to which student. And in this case, I actually have two students who are participating in the same event, and so that will appear twice on my schedule, but a color code for each student it appears for. If I want to see a longer version of events, I can view more, and this will take me over to my schedules section. In my schedules section, I can see all upcoming events, as well as an event calendar, which I can skip through the months to view the upcoming games, practices, or other activities my student may be involved in. Also from the schedules view, I can filter out which students' events I'd like to see. So maybe I only want to see Andre's. I can apply this filter, and now you'll see that I can only see the events related to that student. Likewise, I can remove that filter and I can see all events again. Using the Student Management Portal, you can easily add and manage your student profiles, fill out their forms, monitor their events, and more. If you have questions regarding your district notice, your student profile information, or other things related to your forms, be sure to reach out to your district with those questions. If you have questions related to the software interface or how to use the features inside of your student management portal, you can reach out to Rank One and we'd be happy to help.